Affirmations. I am a complex organism brutally engineered by uncaring forces of nature. I am a product of billions of years and trillions of deaths. I am building a machine greater than myself. I am able to make phone calls and appointments.
That last one's a bit of a stretch, but okay, Jan.
Oh, good lord! You're jerking that thing!
Going through Tumblr DMs trying to find something and found a strong contender for my favorite Tumblr message of all time. Jarkin' that thing. During the development of AD&D 2E in the 1980s, the Golden Girls served as the template for the ideal adventuring party. True D&D facts.
This is the co-creator of D&D 5e. I just want to point that out. This isn't some random guy tweeting this. This is official staff.
I mean, they right, though.
We live in an uncaring universe.
Sorry the special planet full of beauty and animals and food literally growing out of the ground isn't good enough for you, I guess.
I will lock in tomorrow like nobody has ever locked in before.
Writing tip that they don't tell you is that in addition to reading good books, you should occasionally read one really bad one so that it inspires you to write something better out of pure rage.
Chat, what would be that book for you?
Guys, I just heard a Minecraft cave noise in real life.
Change your settings to peaceful, it'll be okay.
Okay, hold on. Where are my parents?
Ooh.
Free on the Epic Games Store is not the same as free. The cost is the Epic Games Store.
What they don't tell you about clarinets is that you have to fucking build the damn thing every single time.
What instrument do you play?
Fucking Legos, man, I don't know. Other instruments are like, we're fully assembled, don't worry, put the mouthpiece on. And then clarinets are sitting there at the start of every single rehearsal with a Gundam kit like, don't worry, guys, I'll be ready to play in about 2 business days. Today I learned clarinet players are the assassins of the orchestra.
Archeops is the only Pokemon with a base stat of 567. It is also the only Pokemon whose base stat total matches its national Pokedex number. This number is also part of the Dewey Decimal number 567.9, the number for feathered dinosaurs.
Wait, this is awesome.
Alright, who's the staff member that did this?
I know what you are. Behold, Pip-Boy, but it's shit.
Talk shit about Windows 98 again and I'll fuck.
That's a rather unique threat. It's hard being a polyamorous action hero because whenever I have flashbacks to all my dead wives, it takes like 20 minutes to get through all of it. Kinda sounds like you're just feeding local women to the dead wife montage.
Please eat your meal, sweetie. It took me 6 hours to make it, and most of that time is because the ingredients had a low drop rate from one enemy in particular. I had to resort to double speed to not burn myself out. Please eat. It gives lots of permanent stats to every single one of them. Everyone say thank you, ancient Central and South American agricultural heroes, for beans. Everyone say thank you, ancient South American agricultural heroes, for potato.
Everyone say thank you, ancient Mesoamerican agricultural heroes, for maize.
Everyone say thank you to ancient Central American agricultural heroes for chili peppers.
Everyone say thank you, ancient Central and South American agricultural heroes, for chocolate.
Give me a sec, there's so many people to thank.
2026 was 8 years ago. Christ. Wait, fuck, wrong year. Don't. No, it's okay. This year already feels ungodly slow. And it's only February. You know, very stupid that I can't take the muscles out of my neck and upper back and beat them with a meat tenderizer. I think that would fix me.
I am amused by this post because I own a percussive massage gun specifically for using on my neck and upper back, and I exclusively refer to it as the meat tenderizer.
Saw an AO3 author apologize for taking their fic way too seriously.
What? I fear that is the point?
Nighttime in American flick. Streets are wet. Why? Doesn't know about the North American night wets. Fucking loser.
Put that woman into a situation now. I'm serious. Drop that sad white boy you've been chewing on for the last 3 hours and just try chewing on the woman. It's so much better out here. The world is beautiful. You are putting yourself in a cage. Take my hand and come with me. Put that woman into a situation.
On the subject of that, this is a tough one to transition to, but we gotta do it anyway. It's a serious discussion time. Here we go. Fictional characters are conceptual objects, not sapient beings. Stop treating them like they think or want anything, and stop harassing people who quote-unquote hurt them. The safety and enjoyment of real flesh and blood people is and always will be more important than the quote-unquote safety of a collection of lines on a paper or screen. Fictional characters are narrative tools. Let's treat them as such when discussing them outside of the stories, instead of pretending they have the capacity to care about anything. We can rip these characters apart 1 second, brutally hurt them, and give them the worst bad-ending death we could comprehend. Don't lie to me, I've seen a lot of Sonic fics in my day. We can even pretend that they know we are the ones directing it, and the next second, we could give them a fluffy, sugar and rainbows, no-hurt/all comfort story where everyone is immortal and oblivious. Don't lie to me, I've also seen those Sonic fanfictions. Even though we could direct the in-character responses to be different so it makes sense to us, they would carry the exact same actual weight and take the exact same actual toll on the character. Which is none. Nada. Neutral. Fictional characters are not real people deserving of respect. They don't need our compassion because they, as objects, can't do anything with it. But the people who write them do deserve both respect and compassion. Your idea of how any given character should be used isn't law. Don't like, don't read, and all that, and leave real people alone. I hate to tell you this. I've been on the internet for way too long. People are going to be fucking weirdos with characters whether you like it or not. The best thing you could do for your health and your sanity is to just leave them be. Oh, I know if I look over this couch, there's probably going to be a cat behind it. Oh God. Oh God. It's just me. Not a murderer. But thank you for keeping the security up in this place.
Hey, do you think you could survive being hit by a freight train?
Ask the 6 dead freight trains who tried.
Quoted out of context, interpreted in the most ungenerous way imaginable, on Tumblr.com. Say it ain't so.
Hey, do you guys think that, Judas was awkward in the mouth of Satan in the Ninth Circle of Hell? Because the 2 other guys he was trapped forever with, know each other? Do you think Cassius and Brutus had, a lot of inside jokes and Judas would try to join in and they'd have to, gently let him down while being chewed on?
Oh man, imagine being socially awkward in the Satan vor.
The worst part about living alone is that when you're comfy in bed, you have no one to turn the lights off for you, so you have to ruin your comfy.
This is why people get married. What would you do, in 2 months into dating, your girlfriend turns to you one day and tells you that she's finally memorized your attack patterns?
Show her my second phase.
Oh man, do you bring out the leitmotif? You goddamn right I do.
The kind of people who attach soundboards to Discord VCs would be absolute menaces on amateur band radio.
It's true, I would be unstoppable.
Take your age. Add 5. That's not your age. Magic.
Hold on. That's how old I'll be in 5 years.
Great developments being made.
Last night I was talking to my dad about career plans, and he goes, I don't know if you should do a trade. You should, print t-shirts and sell them at the oceanfront.
No, Dad. Airbrushing unlicensed images of SpongeBob smoking weed onto t-shirts and selling them at the boardwalk was your dream.
I'm going to be a project manager.
Literally how it is.
Oh, shit, it's Rudy time. I wish it was Rudy time all the time. Look at his face, he deserves it.
Did you know that you can increase the quality of your quesadilla by adding seasoning?
Did you know that you could decrease the quality of your quesadilla by making a Tumblr post while it's cooking and burning it?
Praying that $1,500 randomly comes to you when you need it the most this year. Okay, inflation is crazy. We bump it up the price to $15,000 for 2026.
It'll fix me.
Clicks post. Tumblr.
Without tags, how will people find you?
I don't want to be found, Tumblr.
Found you.
You know, it's fine. Everyone's allowed to have their own interpretations of character and play with their toys however they want. But sometimes it feels like I'm watching someone drop their easy bake oven in the bathtub. See, like I bring up both sides of the argument to comments. Stop fucking hitting me. Momentarily had the thought, shout out to my platonic harem, and then remembered that's called friends. Oops. Well, thank you for clearing up your perspective. You are, of course, wrong about this. So funny to me. It's the reaction image. The best fruits are hardest to open. Yo, this bowling ball is gonna be delicious. I know it. Me really getting hooked into Code Vein like, what's up with you and vampires, man? Like, we don't have time to discuss this. Shut.
I can't believe the woke left. And they took my freaking kidney.
Goddamn social justice warriors that took my fucking son's kidney! I don't know who needs to hear this, but if the phrase self-care doesn't resonate with you, try calling it system maintenance and see if that clicks. Warning, if you don't schedule time for maintenance, your equipment will schedule it for you. Opening Tumblr in March and it's just like, huh, nice weather we're having. Caesar felt that one. Just told my friend how my mom died, and they said, lore drop. Now, I have to educate them on why that is not the proper response.
There is absolutely a platonic explanation for that. But I will also entertain the non-platonic for my own edification. Do you understand?
Me shipping something romantically while shaking my head indicating that I don't think romance is the only valid interpretation. Does it make sense to anyone in anime fandoms right now? Please tell me it does. You best kill the imposter syndrome in your head, because not only is there someone out there doing it worse than you, they're also using ChatGPT to do it. So go make a goddamn fanfiction, champ. I know you want to.
Everyone line up. I got 1 bottle of testosterone gel and there's 17,000 of you. I'm about to pull a move not seen since Jesus did the bread and fish glitch 20,000 years ago.
Now, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure this is the origin of Space Marines. Do you have experience in Ant?
Are you experienced in Ant?
Hell yeah, I am!
I could not have asked for a better blog to respond to this.
Yeah, having a crush is embarrassing, but have you ever watched yourself develop a new Category 5 character obsession in real time? Agonizingly humiliating shit.
Chat, if you dare, name the character.
Average internet experience be like, I have an important announcement. There's a post on here that annoys me.
Your humorous post has delighted me. I will now absorb it into my dark crystal.
Wait, what the hell happens in FF14? Oh, buddy. We have a lot of ground to cover here.
Inside me there are 2 wolves. One hates capitalism. One likes pretty dresses. They are at war.
That's the plot of the Barbie movie, isn't it? Maybe if I go to bed, my entire life will just be magically fixed in the morning. Let's give it a shot. Bye! Oh, little baby.
Man, listen to that motor. My goodness. It's a powerful motor right there.
You know, I keep seeing ads for something called They Will Kill You, which would be alarming if I were you. Luckily for me, I'm me, and not you, so I'm fine. You should probably run, though. Because like I said, they will kill you, which is you, and not me, which is me.
What is the charge? Eating a penguin? A succulent and deadly penguin? I'm sorry, this is America.
I think it's really funny that Japanese also has a word for edgelord, but theirs translates to 8th grader.
It's not even 8th grader. It's even funnier. Junibyo is 8th grade syndrome. Like explicitly a diagnosis. I diagnose you with edgelord. I mean, it's not all bad to have the diagnosis. You could strike cool poses. You get an eye patch to contain your dark powers. Oh, seems like a very good trade-off. Why is it referred to as coming out of the closet? It could be coming out of anything.
Oh, what wasted potential. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just guys.
Notre Dame the entire time was like,
I know what you fucking did, bitch.
Can't hide from the eyes of Notre Dame. Quit your job. Join my band of mercenaries.
How's the dental?
You can have all the teeth you can carry.
Sick.
I just imagined a creature that would scare you so bad, dude.
And what's the genital situation on said creature?
No hope for you even at all.
The mothership has landed!
Here you see the rare and elusive Mother Blob and her flock of blips. Hand grenade family portrait. Had to move the plot hook because my party was too shy to enter Shaggy's Shag Shack. It's not what you think. Oh, it's exactly what I think it is.
A Tumblr classic. I got this new anime plot. Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean some serious honkers. A real set of badonkers. Packing some Doban honkeras. Massive Tahoon kabagaloos. Big ol' Tongahonga cougars. What happens next? Transfer student shows up one day with even bigger Bogahonga hoogs. Humongous Hong Long no no long logongus. Goddamn. When's it show up in Oceanville?
The legality of parodies is so funny. If you take a bit from someone's work without their permission, it's illegal unless you make fun of them.
Pretty sure there's a lot more to it, but yeah.
The kids aren't cooked. You just need to hang out with them in the woods. I mean, you meet these young people trapped in their classrooms or nuclear families and paved over neighborhoods. You're going to see them at the lowest points of forced routine, atomization, gutted autonomy, academic stress. You're going to see them at their worst. You're going to see addictive behavior, bad social skills, lashing out, uncreativity, laziness, and distraction. They do look totally cooked. You need to take them into the woods. I do outdoor education work, and within minutes of any elementary to middle schooler getting free permission to mess around with their friends in a clearing, they're curious and driven again. They're asking each other questions and eating pine cones at trees, science, and using their bodies, sometimes for evil, as is developmentally right. They want to know the names of birds. They want to teach someone Pokemon. They want to build stuff and kick stuff and tackle each other and you into the snow. They're basically fucking institutionalized for 90% of their lives, but their spirits are alive. You need to take them into the woods. You need to treat them like animals with powerful inner lives, and they'll show you they are. And you, if you feel like you're relating too much, remember that you can also take yourself into the woods. Please go outside and do things for the sake of your brain.
Hey, you think 2 pennies is still enough for the ferryman, or has inflation driven up the fare? If he makes me use an app, I am simply not crossing the river Styx.
Have you guys seen current boat ticket prices in Greece? We're not going anywhere. Chicago man arrested after repeatedly stealing guns off of officers using a toy dino grabber.
Controversial opinion, but I don't think people should go to jail for objectively funny crimes.
Does this to you?
The men are being sluts again. Nature is healing.
I refuse to let this stay in just the tags.
Excuse me, but Wallace has always been slutty. Now he's just slutty with the ability to serve.
Oh my God. He's beautiful. I literally need to put him under extreme psychological stress. I need to put him in extreme physical pain. I need him curling up on someone's arms for the feeling of safety and comfort he hasn't received in ages.
Chat, name the male character.
Spent months looking for this stupid Tumblr post because I constantly want to reference it and it wouldn't come up no matter what I searched, despite it being what I thought was a popular, well-known Tumblr post, only to find that the original blog turned off reblogs and deactivated, and that it only got 12K notes total. But I'm posting it anyway to preserve its legacy.
Humans are God's passion projects where crabs are his job.
First off, major props to you for the art preservation. Second off, God, if we're your passion project, could you stop shaking the box a little bit?
I'm in my Uber to work and realize I left my noise-canceling headphones at home. Feels like walking into a room of deadly viruses and finding a rip in my hazmat suit.
I can be perceived.
Press F to pay respects.
God help you, Steve. God help you.
Jonathan Dark Souls, can one ever truly make up for the horrible things they've done?
Ah, a troubling question indeed. Suppose in most cases, yes. I believe it takes a truly despicable act to truly be irredeemable. However, forgiveness is not a one-way road. In order to be forgiven, you have to be ready to forgive yourself as well. Many times I have been faced with being forgiven, but have punished myself nonetheless. However, that is not atonement, nor is it justice. It is merely suffering for the sake of suffering. You'll make it through this. I am Jonathan Dark Souls.
Guys, I think I found my new favorite account on this website. Hey, why do you use it/its pronouns? I got tagged in elementary school and never recovered. Someone break me from this curse! Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gimme. What are you doing? Hey. Took it out of my hands and now look at you.
Your email finds me on the field of battle. Hi-ya!
Let he who is without sin.
God, you people will reblog anything.
Shoutouts to 90-year-olds, eh? The wars, eh? Tell me about them. Oh, time to pull the plug on Grandma.
My name is Harpo. Please do not put your hands in my cage. I might.
Environmental storytelling. Good.
Been listening to the Knuckles rap from Sonic Adventure 2 while pretending to not know the music is from a video game. And I highly recommend the experience. Really good from the perspective of a normal rapper who talks about ghosts trying to kill him and his ability to telepathically detect gemstones in the earth.
I did this while driving a classmate who knew nothing about Sonic to college, and she said, in full seriousness,
It's so sad he feels like he can't depend on anyone but himself.
Yeah. She understood the song, though. Guys, somebody got it.
fuck, time just skipped forward. I just lost an hour and I won't get it back for 6 months. What the hell?
Babysitting a toddler is a lot like being the narration in a point-and-click adventure game. Watching him knock on the doors of empty rooms and saying, I don't think anyone's in there. Watching him attempt to use spoon on cat and saying, I don't think those things go together. Watching him throw a cup of water onto the floor and just commenting, the floor is wet now, when he looks up at me to see if I approve.
It's also kind of like watching one of your favorite streamers not know how to play a video game and you're trying to really not backseat.
But you probably should.
So do you think the small town girl living in a lonely world ever tried gay stuff with the uptown girl living in her uptown world?
Well, now I do. Well, okay. Maybe Mama did raise a fool. Fucked up. Tumblr user T-Brute, how does it feel to post something and immediately get notes? I need you to understand that notes on Tumblr are essentially non-fungible prize tickets redeemable only at the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Funtime Arcade in Clowntown, Missouri, home of the infamous dry and opaque oversized t-shirt contest and the world's largest freestanding rubber chicken the size of Georgia.
I mean, they right.
You know, everyone keeps talking about the writer's barely disguised fetish, but I still haven't heard about the writer's barely disguised huge-ass pet peeve.
Oh boy, where do I fucking start?
People acting like putting beloved characters through the horrors is problematic now. That's what the world has come to. Beloved fictional character would hate this fictional situation they're fictionally going through. It's so wrong and shouldn't be allowed. Like, how did we end up here? How are we losing the ancient texts?
If I was a more serious video essay channel, I probably could go into the long-form details on why people do this sort of thing. But I'll give you the quick version of it. And these are all just based on my own observations or speaking with people who do have written these sort of things. These are materials that usually were made by the writer facing their own fears, dealing with their own traumas or their own personal experiences, and then putting their favorite or comfortable character into the situations to help give them back a sense of control and catharsis. And because, authors don't want to disclose that information, especially if the horrors are really bad, Anyone who doesn't understand that or just looking at it from a distance will think that the writer or the creator of a piece of art is a very fucked up person. To which I have said time and time again, if there's a piece of art or a story that you hate because you find it very icky, you just leave the room. You just leave the room. You don't have to do anything else. Just leave the room. Because more importantly, and this is just from the internet side of things, if you share that thing like as a repost or a link or anything like that, your algorithm will now feed that to you. It doesn't care whether you hate it. It just automatically assumes that this is the shit you want to see on your timelines. So, yeah, for the love of God, just walk away from it.
Fox McCloud is in the Mario Galaxy movie, and I don't really get down with his design. Like, I'm glad the Star Fox series is getting some attention, but, like, they Fisher-priced him.
And I've been told that the only reason they did do that is, I believe, one of the European cast lists got fully disclosed, and Fox McCloud's name was on there. So I guess Nintendo was like, well, we might as well just tell everybody now.
Middle-aged magical girl. She's been defending the Earth since the early 90s, and she's very tired.
Like, the first rule of cooking is to have fun and be yourself. And the first rule of baking is to stay calm because the dough can sense fear.
This is 100% true. When the world is cruel and unwelcoming, press ZL to turn into a squid.
I know what you are, you fucking woomy. Early to bed and early to rise leaves a man so fucked up that he
Nice.
Guys, I just realized the Last Supper was the first murder mystery dinner. My Roman Catholic parents did not find this as funny and thought-provoking as I did.
Sounds like they don't like fun or whimsy.
In Japanese, they don't say moon, they say suki. This literally translates to moon, and I think that's how language works.
Hey, it's been at least 9 years. Has anything changed?
Nope, all quiet on the linguistic front. I am a girl now, though. Good for her.
Behold, a reenactment of how the dinosaurs became extinct. Yes, this is 100% accurate.
Wow, I love the science side of Tumblr.
This also doubles as the Sonic Adventure 2 Shadow vs. Bio Lizard boss fight. Terria.
Look at her. She eating. Wonder if she'll notice that I'm observing her. Uh-oh. Oh no. Picks up an earthworm and places it next to another earthworm. Girls' night.
Do it. Tasty. The D in dirt stands for do not eat this, please.
But the IRT stands for it's really tasty. Shit, that's like 3 out of the 4 letters. I mean, I think they win this argument. People be saying things like so definitively. Like, man, I think it depends. 2000 was almost 14 years ago. 2000 was almost 14 years ago. 2000 was almost 14 years ago.
Hey, LP, guess what? Oh, never mind. You're died.
Count your days, Lord of Tablecloths, from July 29th, 2023.
It's so fucking sad to find a cool fan artist on here and then see that their last post was from, like, 2018, and they were announcing that they were moving to Twitter. It's like being a space colonist and finding a little abandoned space cottage and there's a diary in it, and the last entry is like, I have now gone to seek a better life of... Name of planet that got overtaken by axe-wielding octopi that feed on human blood. People who say the wife instead of my wife are suspect at minimum.
Why? You jealous of the man with the superlative wife? The wife against which all others are measured? The definitive wife? The one wife to rule them all and in darkness bind them?
Not interested in pizza delivery. Don't show content from God.
Why do I have to rebuke God? It's 8:23 a.m.
He keeps trying to prank deliver you pizza.
Reblog if you had to rebuke God at 8:23 a.m. I made a new OC. But I am missing a name, so I'm consulting the only expert I know that can give me what I want. Baby name sites ran by white American moms.
Edgy baby names for badass babies.
Oh, yeah, baby, here we fucking go.
If I had a time machine, I'd go forward in time and dig up my own bones.
For what purpose?
They're mine.
Ah, I see. Reclaiming the self.
This feels like a video game plot. I swear it exists. You know, Overwatch had the right idea when they made every sniper in the game weak to a gorilla that could leap to your position and beat you to death. I think this should be a more common game design choice for multiplayer games.
Well, that's fair. Did they have to also take away everyone's ass? Not just like the specific characters that you're thinking of right now. Like everyone's ass?
Why do patriots think they own red, white, and blue? There's a lot of red, white, and blue flags out there. I stand for the red, white, and blue. Yes, let's go, Costa Rica. Let's go, Laos. Fuck it up, Liberia. Nepal, get triangular with it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Petition for things to stop.
We've gone through a lot. I just make it stop. Just make it stop. Holy shit, that post says it's from 2013.
Look how long they've been asking for things to stop.
This may be my age showing, but I am a passionate supporter of wires. Earbuds? Put a leash on those things. Wireless keyboard? No, it needs to hold hands with the computer. The PS5 controller I forgot to charge has the staying power of a wealthy non-Nigerian with a much younger wife and has 14 life insurance policies, but the controller plugged into my PC? That baby could outlive my bloodline. My Ethernet cable is like a son to me.
I mean, in terms of audio equipment, too, wired stuff always sounds better.
Please update me, your Tumblr app.
Not gonna lie, buddy, but we got some trust issues to work out before we do this again. Did laundry and showered today. You know I'm hitting that clean sheets, clean jammies, clean me trifecta tonight. Bro, I'm bed cell. I'm comfy pilled. I'm literally cozy maxing.
Honk pilled shoe mixer.
Straight up snorking it. And by it, well, let's just say,
you have to love the trans femme princess in her girl form and her dragon form, no matter how many villages get consumed by her flames.
Do you think the witch who gave them the forms probably assumed it was like a monkey's paw situation, blissfully unaware that the princess wanted both forms to begin with?
I think Tumblr ads automatically opening a tab on your phone if you touch them while scrolling should be considered a form of malware.
I mean, yeah. Rename the therapy group chat as Tragic the Gathering, and suddenly everyone's have a problem. Like, I'm sorry. Thought maybe a little joy and whimsy in this chat would have helped.
Did you know that sometimes characters lie out loud to others and internally to themselves? And it'll happen right there on the page. Other times they're just flat out wrong and don't know it. Oftentimes they don't ever find that out. A sizable portion of any story is decidedly not cold hard fact. What the fuck?
Unlike a lot of 80s music, this isn't drowned in synth. Reblog if you love 80s music drowned in synth.
Sopping wet synth Sunday.
Oh, yeah!
It's a little baby. Oh, look at the little baby. So small.
You're a good dog. You're a very good dog.
I try to walk away, but I trip. I try to turn away, but my hand twitches ever so slightly. No matter how much I deny it, I can't deny my heart. But even as I hold you, I can't fully take you back. Would you believe me if I told you that this was about Splatoon 3 by the OP?
Who is Electric Bill? And why do we all have to keep paying him?
Well, he's the dark wizard that powers all the electricity in the world. And if he's not appeased, then we enter an era of dark.
I am a sphinx, and I am not enriched. Someone solve my riddles. Please.
POV, you just learned about the existence of non-binary people. Suddenly, the world is full of theys. Hey, I went to I Hate You Island and the whole Tumblr staff was there. What'd you do? Hey, did you know that? Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello? What? Who died? Well, I'm not too upset by this, but how? Uh-huh. Every single Power Ranger, you say? Tragic.
Oh, writing is so fun.
Why is it possible? Why does anyone do this?
We got another one, boys.
Sheepish is a really funny word.
Like, oh, fuck, I'm so nervous.
Turns into this.
Meh.
I just saw a Goomba wearing boots. I think they're learning to stomp back. My God.
Looks like Tumblr user Goomba Stomper is about to learn a little thing called karma.
Hey, instead of going to work tomorrow, why don't we all just dig a really deep hole? Except for, like, guys who work in a mining quarry. That's all what you guys do, so you guys can just do nothing.
Not to be all, those 2 words will change your life or whatever, but I promise you, programming in good catch as your response to people correcting you, pointing out errors or whatever removes so much friction from interactions, and comes with a delightful happy meal toy of not hating yourself so much for making mistakes.
I stand corrected a lot. The mild silliness of the outdated language makes it work for me.
I stand corrected as outdated? How fucking old am I now?
I am whatever the opposite of a speedrunner is. I am a game meanderer. I have to look at literally everything. I am overly cautious in every way. I forget to pause and wander away from the game. I take a minimum 7 hours to get through any given level. If you give me a timer, I will cry.
Chat, what game are you the meanderer on?
Yeah, this site really did suck so fucking bad when its demographic was straighter.
I don't believe such a time ever existed.
It's so scary making plans with new friends. Like, what if I suggest something stupid and we have a terrible time and they find out I'm a fraud and not a real human being?
The least anxious overthinker.
What are you talking about? A normal. I'm normal, right, guys? I'm not a freak. I'm real. I'm a human, right, guys, right?
I am extremely online, but in, like, the loser way.
Like, if you try to make me use Instagram or TikTok, I fumble around with it like a grandma who has never seen a phone before. If you send me a Tumblr screenshot, however, I will tell you that not only have I seen the original post, but I am mutuals with OP. There is a Tumblr screenshot that's been floating around Facebook for years that I am in that still startles me. I cannot remember the last time I saw a meme on Facebook that I hadn't already seen on Tumblr.
Ugh. Nobody wants to suck the marrow out of your bones anymore. Especially now when everyone is like nearly full of soup. Can you imagine how our marrow tastes?
So I had a dream that PM Seymour went on vacation and he uploaded a week's worth of videos that were just him talking about local Chinese restaurants that weren't like amazing or anything. They were mostly kind of subpar, but in that mediocre comfort food way. And he came back from vacation to an offer from Food Network to be the next Anthony Bourdain. Not sure how to feel about this.
Okay, but like, that's not a bad idea. I am a big fan of mediocre comfort food. So like, this could be up my alley.
I'm pregnant with images.
Ah, that's what they meant. Real language facts. Translation is impossible. You can't do it.
Extremely annoying anime fans when a character says itadakimasu.
Don't show this to Twitter. They'll have a raging storm when an anime girl says whoopsies.
So I love salt, right? I'm at the pizza place and their salt tastes like pepper.
I wonder what their pepper tastes like. Oh, guys, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
Are you about to expose the secret? Are you going to tell them that I've been away all week and this has been preemptively recorded? The last 3 videos have been preemptively recorded while I was out?
No, they wouldn't believe that.
Whoa, saw an Italian today.
Are you safe?
Wild or domesticated? Your gender choices. Female, male, hot bread. Finally, I can be me.
There's no way in hell I'm a real person.
I beg to differ.
All my days, he just can't stop haunting me!
It's April 13th, you know what that means? Fetch me Neil!
This is a national holiday. Pam, you're so cool. Please don't turn into a Wii remote.
So I shouldn't push the turn into a Wiimote button that spawned next to me?
Pam, no!
Alright, listen, don't freak out.
Dude, please don't tell me the elf became the nunchuck.
About that.
Oh man, I dropped an embroidery needle on my floor in the dark and couldn't recover it. So hopefully a bug is about to use it as a sword and go on some adventures and shit.
Is how Hollow Knight starts, doesn't it? My beloved Willy Wonka calms me down.
This image is so earnest and I feel like I'm intruding on something.
Oh! Feral pink thing detected!
Hey, listen. You see this pink thing? You see this pink thing? After you watch where she's from, you will protect this pink thing with your life. You understand?
Yeah, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for, whatever the hell that is.
Beware, Spring Arms Sam. Collect his 5 leather gloves. For if you don't, your early grave he will shove you in. Oh, I got my first job. This adulting shit's easy so far. Surely things will stay like this as I get older, right? Right? Please tell me I'm right.
Why people are like a character who's committed war crimes but hate like this other character just because they're annoying?
Because it's fiction, Susan. And being annoying in fiction is a greater sin than being a supervillain. Because it won't make me want to read about them. It isn't difficult to understand.
It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Oscar Wilde.
The war crimes are fictional, but my annoyance is real.
Guys, the evil henchman fandom is dying. Repost if you're a true gooner.
Hell yeah, mate. Oh, Easter's over. You know what that means?
It's Halloween! It's only April! Happy Halloween!
You know, I never see a whole family driving in a Cybertruck. It's always one man, all alone. Really makes you think, doesn't it?
Me thinking why a whale, big, would eat krill, small, and then I remembered rice. Yum. So few people appreciate the wisdom I have to offer.
Eat like a Sumerian peasant.
Is this a suggestion, a recommendation, or a command?
Yes.
The opposite of Orc Can't Read Ulysses is an elf who smugly delivers a lecture misinterpreting the very hungry caterpillar.
Hello, Internet.
Go down.
Top 10 glands in your body to produce venom with.
For sure, the balls.
Your conjecture is baseless. Let's see what the science says. It said balls.
It would be cool if they made a fruit chair for every fruit tree. Then I could set up a themed orchard.
Why is that cat in a cage?
This ain't about him.
Tumblr isn't considered a social media because everyone on here is just talking to themselves. Yeah, I agree.
Holy shit, they're talking to themselves from the past.
Women with big arms.
Women with arms.
Yes. Women. Yes!
Oh, she found me. I didn't have to find her. She found me.
Oh, baby.
Why do you like me so much? I don't understand. Oh my God. You're just a little void creature. You're so cute. I've seen the face of God, and she is a woman.
Is an incredible quote, made all the better because it comes from Jacob Alfarad. It was over a Wendy's burger in Japan, by the way. YouTube can legally drink in the USA now. It's 21 years old. How?
The passage of time spares no one. Ah, yes, the 3 genders. The broken, the beaten, and the damned.
Got off a video call with my grandma. Asked her what sort of American food she was enjoying. My dad flew her in from Korea, and she's staying with him in Phoenix right now. She said most of the food isn't too impressive, but she's addicted to a specific candy. And when she held up a bag of Werther's Originals, I started howling. The grandma legitimacy test.
Every fantasy world has an ancient tree of wisdom. That means it must also have young trees that are dumb as shit. Just giving terrible advice like, the evil wizard is kind of hot. Okay. Rude. When something's kinda rad, but not too rad.
I fucking hate this website.
Doctor diagnosed me with OC sickness in the brain. The OCs will spin around in my brain forever and ever.
Like a Minecraft mob spawner.
Oh, the pure joy of spinning your little guy in the brainwave particle accelerator. Making him kiss the other things that are spinning in the brainwave particle accelerator.
Good morning, gay people!
Count Dracula? Okay. 1. Nothing wrong with me. So this girl was showing all the signs of being a secret mermaid. So I pushed her into the pool, and she turned into a 40-foot-long mosasaurus, which is, to be honest, way cooler.
Not really sure how to get her out, though.
Okay, for those of you asking why I pushed her into the pool in the first place, I work for a duplicitous small-town aquarium, and I'm trying to kidnap mermaids to jump through hoops and shit to entertain tourists and make money. Fucking obviously. Now I know she's actually a mosasaurus, though, and I have fallen in pure-hearted love with her.
Keep up.
At the combination IKEA and Taco Bell, ordering a Blog Blast. Sounds like a warlock spell. You know, in the lizard folk lands, there's a conspiracy theory that the government is secretly run by humans.
Mm-hmm. The sunk cost fallacy has been my favorite fallacy for as long as I can remember. So at this point, it's probably too late to pick a different one.
Yeah, I just heard about this recency bias, and honestly, I think it's got to be the best one ever.
Everyone is saying that the bandwagon effect is the best bias, so they have to be right.
I once had this one logic professor who said that to appeal to authority is the best fallacy, and she's an expert in logic, so she must be right. Oh, I love peanut butter. I posted this 6 days ago, and I really need to say it again. I love peanut butter so much. It's so good.
It was 4 days, though.
I am so unbelievably under the influence.
The Phantom.
Sing for me, my angel of music!
9-year-old me honestly believing I had both the vocal range and operatic stylings of Miss Christine Day. You call it batted dots. I call it freestyle acupuncture.
Sorry, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the bar.
Literally scammed a convention into letting me go to a Vocaloid concert for free. And all I had to do was walk around their event for 3 days and take photos. Chumps. Write that down, guys. You want to get into a Hatsune Miku concert? Become a photographer.
Ma'am, we're sorry we have to tell you this, but your husband had an accident at the Pianos, Anvils, and Comically Large Panes of Glass Incorporated factory. He was hit by a car in the parking lot.
Oh, little baby. Little baby. Squish.
Take out your brain. Oh no, I'm going to starve.
Hey, why is the man pink? The Seymour cannot be blue. What if I want the Blowball Man to be orange? Can he be orange?
Well, then you better stay away from the Shift Pink Man's Hue button.
What about rainbow Seymours? A full rainbow of Seymour? What do I look like, a platter of Pretty Patties? Fuck it, I'm imagining you as green.
Halafarme magwinya glas nakmeo. Country gnomes, take my bones to a place they don't belong.
See, shit like this is the reason that it's too hard to turn back on this website. Where else, pray tell, are you going to find this kind of quality nonsense?
West Virginia.
2016 and you still have a Tumblr? God, you're pathetic.
No one tells Sonic. It's 2026. Don't be mean to yourself. That's you. You live there. Behold, an important document.
I want him on my desk by tomorrow morning.
I feel cheated. No one on Reddit told me that Tumblr is a serotonin factory. You keep liking and reblogging my posts, please. Thanks. Don't fly too close to the sun.
Throw me to the sun and I'll get it pregnant.
He understands the website, Your Honor.
Anytime you start a Twitter beef, it's only a matter of time before someone starts talking like Sephiroth in your mentions. This tweet, but for Tumblr.
And what, pray tell, is so wrong with that? Must a king lower himself to the vocabulary of insects? Must an academiac explain his reasoning to kindergartners? There is no shame in knowledge, nor is there verbosity. Quite the opposite. They are to be celebrated. But I guess this is the world we are forced to inhabit. This world, this planet, teeming with life and all of its infinite possibilities. And you would dare dilute it so that the simpleton's mind could comprehend it? I will not stand for this. No more shall a man be judged for his might, his ambition, his intellect. No more shall we look down on those who propose a mere thought experiment about owning a human
Sir, please leave the mall. You're making a scene.
You won't keep me from our topic forever.
So, like, what do birds do? I apologize for my ignorance. Birds are important. Ugh, too much sea propaganda on this site. The boundlessness of the sea, this, and let's go walk into the sea, that. What about the terrifying immensity of the mountain, huh? What about walking into the mountain? The mountain has snow leopards. Does the sea have snow leopards? No? All it has is fish! Disgusting! Wake up! Don't let Big Sea get you!
I know what you fucking are. You fucking Team Magma propagandist.
Bro, you don't need to, even study for the Rorschach test. It's, super easy. All they do is show you a bunch of stupid pictures of your dad getting eaten by a horse.
Do not share the answers with your classmates? Yes, Dr. Rorschach. Sorry, Dr. Rorschach.
I mean, I looked through them and all I saw was just two bears high-fiving.
The Eiffel Tower gets slightly bigger every year. That's because it's alive and slowly absorbing the girders and I-beams from the other buildings in the city. The French government didn't want to alarm its citizens, so they made up a story about it being built by an architect. But that's not what happened at all. In fact, despite its name, the Eiffel Tower isn't really a tower at all. It's a parasite.
I can't. I'm done. The video's over. I'm not even. No more shilling. No. Just cat. Yeah.
Oh, little creature, observing her kingdom. She can't really go out and touch because it's outside. A shame, really. Good little creature. Yes.
Bento box with ravioli, couscous, French fries, and a sippy cup full of chai.
I just learned that someone on Tumblr roleplayed as OSHA for years. As in, made an account pretending to be the official OSHA account and posted things that could ostensibly be official OSHA posts, citing specific regulations and such. Incredible. Absolutely bonkers that I am now one of the weirdos you hear about on Twitter.
So why did you stop? Commit to the bit.
I committed to the bit so hard that I also committed misdemeanor impersonation of a government official. Ooh.
They don't name bitches Eustace or Muriel anymore.
No one has the courage. It's too early for this crap. You stop it. Writing smut and writing fight scenes are two sides of the same coin. Without emotional depth, either becomes nothing more than a bland technical dissertation on which body part goes where. My God, they're right.
I am hard to eat with a knife and fork. I am usually served with a side of fries. I am a hamburger. What am I?
Are you a hamburger?
Yeah, man. You some sort of witch? I asked ChatGPT.
Yeah, well, I asked the wasp's nest in my attic. It's saying its answer so beautifully to me, but I am so very afraid of it. Perhaps it will soothe my itching soul.
The pros and cons of making things. Pro. Thing. Con. Make.
You summed up the struggle of all creators ever so nicely.
Move aside, swagless. About to get a new wizard staff that comes loaded with spells like open locked doors and dismantle car.
Baby girl, I don't know what that acronym means. It would be so sexy for you to write out that piece of media's name in its entirety. Just one time for Mama, please. Please, I can't keep up with this shit anymore.
I had a dream that I was at a party and this girl was avoiding me and someone was like,
Yeah, she said you weirded her out during COVID.
and I said like, what? No, I didn't. And I checked my messages and the first and only text I sent her in 2020 was a 6-minute long video of a knight dismembering another knight with a sword.
You sent an Monty Python clip. Like, well, what's the problem with that?
I hate it when the ball is in my court. Get that shit out of here! Scientists are experimenting on crossbreeding a crab and a cheetah. Things could go sideways real fast.
I said it was too early for this. Stop it!
Mom just sent me a picture of my dog. I guess we got a lot of snow then.
Update.
It looks like it's the same photo of the dog just photoshopped in the snow.
Hey, can you draw some dope netorare? We word for cheating?
All right. I'm not good at drawing guns, lol. How did Gandalf stay celibate for thousands of years? Did he never fancy a bit of elf? Cora, please stop emailing me.
No. They're right. As a very avid elf enjoyer, as everyone knows, how did he resist for thousands of years? Does he hate elves? Does he hate the majestic beauty of elves?
My sister just tried to ask me if I wanted to go to bed, but instead it came out, do you need to use the sleep? And then she just kind of looked really horrified at herself and whispered, maybe I need to use the sleep. All of my characters are idiots. I cannot change this.
They say write what you know, and I know nothing.
The other night, I dreamt that AO3 got a new number go up button titled Jorked It. One of the most satisfying things.
Perfectly good kitter beans. A boop. Love booping those toe beans.
True story, this morning I was sitting on the toilet, and Queso stuck a paw under their bathroom door. It was within reach, so I booped it. What followed was the sound of a large black cat leaping back in abject terror and falling down the stairs. What followed that were 2 black paws shoved under the door with a...
Cats are so dumb. I love them.
What are rabbits?
We just don't know. We just don't.
Those little fuckers came from the moon. Vote for me and I will make werewolves real. Top scientists will work really hard around the clock to make it a reality. Bottom scientists as well.
Don't put the bottom scientists in there! Who do you think's gonna get too close to the werewolves?
13 to 16-year-olds nowadays don't have a great point. They'll say something like,
racial issues prevail because the heads of the capitalist system are benefited by it.
and 3 seconds later tweet something like,
Bob the Builder owns my ooh-woos, code 3.
without batting an eye. Behold, a rat with a rat on the tummy.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
And some heartbreaking news. Your favorite series got a 6-hour bad faith video essay by someone who didn't really engage with the series to its fullest. Man, seeing so many different series being mentioned really made me go, Jesus, these guys are fucking everywhere, eh?
I didn't even have to say anything.
The hardest prison to escape is in your mind.
Okay. The opposite of
Easy peasy lemon squeezy
is hard as hell coconut shell.
But hey, sometimes the music for coconut-themed things is bopping.
I've given up pouring my juice in a cup. I'm just drinking it straight out the bottle. This is peak adulthood. No one judge me. T-shirt that says, I rely on pharmaceutical drugs to perform routine tasks. Booty shorts that say, and then I don't do them. Draw your OC in that outfit, I dare you.
Bad news to my enemies. The only thing that could end my life is me. And boy, I just took my medically prescribed antidepressants.
This one's going straight to PM Seymour Z.
You know, if I said PM Seymours would never, that's when PM Seymours would. And by gods, I will not the Seymours.
Well, I'm here to say, good job on taking your antidepressants.
Good job.
No, stop, roll it back. What do you mean, sponsored by Tylenol? I can't be the only one seeing the ads, right?
Oh, the phrase go off half-cocked refers to a gun that fires before the firing pin is fully in position. That makes sense. I thought it was like
A different thing. Entirely different thing. Don't worry about it. The world's the smallest carnivore is called the least weasel. I'm dying, but like, if it's the smallest carnivore, then it sure is the least amount of weasel you could have. Look at him. This is absolutely the least amount of weasel you can have.
Oh my god, look at this little guy. Give him the world's smallest egg.
Having your own money is dangerous because the only person stopping me from buying whatever I want is myself.
And myself has bad judgment sometimes. Did I need the $300 anime statue? No. But does it make me happy every time I look at it? Yeah, maybe. Look, I see what you're saying, but I swear I was irresponsibly handing out magical artifacts of world-shaking power entirely at random. The fact that they ended up going to photogenic orphans between the ages of 12 and 17 was a weird, just a weird coincidence. Don't worry about it.
Young adult fantasies. Nearly blocked someone for a vaguely annoying reply they made in 2017. Then remember 2017 was 9 years ago. They will live. We can change. Oh, never mind, they got worse. Guards!
Darling, you simply must read this book. It's all about this devious little caterpillar who simply gorges himself on all manner of divine things. Oh! Criterion Collection.
Bugs don't get trapped in resin like they used to. Now everything is woke.
Hi, I, for one, am very glad bugs don't get trapped in resin anymore. Actually, I think that's a very good thing.
You would think that. Commie.
Hey, you want to hang out later and distract each other from how horrifying everything is?
Boy, do I! Ugh, that fandom is annoying.
I hate to break it to you, but every fandom is annoying. All of them. If you're in a fandom, you're annoying. I'm in several fandoms and I'm annoying. Everyone on this website is annoying. This post is from 2016. Things have not changed.
Akira Toriyama, I'm going to introduce power levels as a concept used by technologically advanced alien villains to measure fighting ability. It will seem authoritative, but actually it's unreliable. The heroes can surpass their strength, spike it unpredictably, and break past limits in ways the scanners can't track. Sometimes the devices will literally explode to make the point. One villain will even abandon the system entirely as part of his character growth.
Dragon Ball fans, understood? We will now spend the next 30 years treating power levels as an exact science and arguing about the numbers forever! Yay! Dragon Ball fandom!
Religious scholars agree that God destroying the Tower of Babel was the first recorded instance of someone doing a 9/11.
Looking around the room to find the most temporary thing. And sometimes it's me.
Aw, Pookie.
Outlines of two alligators that slept through the rain. That's what two invisible alligators would say. I am starting a petition to no longer refer to AI art as AI art, but instead as computer-rendered artificial pictures. CRAP. Pass it on.
Write that one down.
The curse is lifted. You are now a beast no more. Congratulations.
But you'll never forget the way they looked at you, will you?
Oh, no.
Got my first ever official customer complaint because when I was going over the terms of their life insurance, they were like, well, I don't plan to die. And I was like, well, you're going to.
I mean, they had a line, but they're right.
It's terrible for any number of reasons. But I think if we invent immortality, there should be an extreme sport called civilizational speedrunning, where teams of 20 go into the wilderness somewhere and try to be the fastest to build the first internal combustion engine. I bet you could get it down to like 3 years tops.
The real trick is to eat seed-heavy food before the speedrun starts, so your first poops are already halfway to agriculture already.
I want you on my team, holy shit.
That's the biggest brain move I've ever seen.
Wings of Fire Son, Warrior Cat's Daughter, or Hamilton Child?
The Hamilton fandom's still active? I thought they disappeared in like 2019.
Ghosts are real.
Yeah, I could see how you would believe that.
Ghosts aren't real. It's very fair and rational that you believe that. Ghosts aren't real anymore.
I'm about to hear a poem or a very sad story.
Ghosts aren't real yet.
The fuck are you going to do?
At McDonald's, new monsters are here, and their say no more.
Focaccia serves 4.
Yes, all for me. Tiramisu serves 2.
Yes, all to myself. Pizza serves 8. Yes, I ate it all.
Dun-dun-dun.
Welcome to Being an Adult, featuring such injury-causing events as sneezing wrong, turned your neck a little too fast, slept weird, took the trash out to the curb and stepped at a slightly different angle than usual, breathed, failed to breathe properly, breathed in the wrong stuff, oops, allergy time, looked too hard at something too far away, and, my personal favorite, knees.
Bear in mind?
Well, sure hope not. I don't want him in there. I keep my thoughts in there. Who let him in? Get him out!
Sega.
Look, friends, for the hit video game Sonic Rumble, we have given you a crossover with the Smurfs, something everyone has been asking for.
Can we please have Sally Acorn?
Care Bear!
Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town.
Satan, it's 1 a.m. It's too early for this. So this creature has decided on this hot, sweltering day that, cuddling up against me is the right idea. Pretty sure she used to be an orange cat that has overcooked herself from these interesting choices she's made in her life. That's what I'm talking about you. Love you.
I wish drawing was a real thing that you could actually do.
Yeah.
Falling sick on Pride Month.
How homophobic of life. That's not very woke of you, immune system. It's not very woke.
A truth berry might make you tell the truth, but a library
will load new books. God damn it, that's pretty good.
Attempting to locate the new Greek restaurant using my gyroscope.
This technically would be Euroscoped, but okay, I'll give you at least an 8 out of 10.
Is this a worm? Or perhaps some sort of slug?
Oh, and it's gonna get you.
Quirky fourth wall breaking character, but they're just
Fucking wrong about the medium they're in. They keep making references to cinematic techniques and directorial styles, and the other fourth wall breaking character is like,
dumbass, we're in a fucking comic book.
And they're in a video game. Well, currently they're in a Tumblr post, but I see your point.
We're actually in a YouTube video if this turns out to be funny enough.
You did it, you guys. Yay.
Why are you scared of dating? I'm not scared of dating. I just haven't found anyone's company to be more enjoyable than my own. And also, I don't care. I just don't want anyone to steal my very cursed amulet.
Also, the amulet. Is that you talking or the amulet? Are you sure a new hand doesn't want to touch the beacon? The amulet and I are not currently looking for a third.
It's literally the evilest thing in the world to finally have time to write, but then be tired.
Like, wow, you're telling me these 2 hours before going to bed are completely free, but my brain is just not feeling it?
Fuck off.
You wrote about Moida? Moida is illegal. You wrote about this dude killing someone and you didn't even say murder is bad at the start of the book? What the fuck is wrong with you? I can't believe you condone murder. I can't believe you pro-murder. Oh my fucking God, don't talk to me when you literally kill people. Freak! I'm calling the cops. What the fuck? I'm shaking and crying.
I'd be laughing harder if this wasn't actually just 2026 media discourse right now.
Telling the kids that there's an Among Us movie, and they get excited, and you sit them down
and put on the thing.
The dad joke is priceless. But at what cost, man? But at what cost? Optimus and Megatron stared at each other.
I'm trans,
said the former. Yo, this fanfic shit is so easy.
Oh my God, you guys. Link is a highly versatile adventurer who wears light armor and consistently plays an instrument and occasionally has to access magic items and occasionally some spells. Link is a bard.
This makes him one of the only handful of bards with the ability to shut the fuck up.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that, especially if you're the kind of guy who plays Ocarina of Time and really loves the roll or side jump button. Please write your story, draw the artwork, finish the animation, continue on whatever project you're working on. It doesn't matter if you're not good at it, or if you have doubts, or if you're afraid of mistakes. Your creation has a right to exist, and it will be important to others.
So get out there and make the fucking thing. Pro tip, you can just grab a bunch of random parts from dumpsters and hardware stores and computer stores and just, attach them together haphazardly and then, put it in your suitcase and then take it to the airport and then get arrested pretty much 100% of the time. Don't have to go to the family reunion now, do I, Karen?
If you vote for me for president, I vow to make everything the ocean again. No more land, only ocean. This will solve all of our problems and replace them with new, far more interesting problems.
Oh, you can't fool me, RTT Makwa. I know that's you.
Oh, what gave it away?
You ever think about the guy who makes a cursed amulet? Whoever puts this on is going to have a nasty surprise.
Ugh, get a real hobby.
Cranky because you're cursed, aren't you?
Shut up. I thought T-Boot would have been nice to me.
Masculine energy this,
feminine energy that.
Well, I'm out of energy. I need some of this renewable energy I keep hearing about. When's that out?
We must try to find small joy in this life, because it is actually all we have.
I visited your altar of suffering and it was shiny and clean. But when I visited your altar of enjoyment, I noticed a layer of dust.
Well, I'm going to be thinking about that one for a while.
I love you, semicolon. No one look at my 80-word sentence. Wait till Jupiter gets stupid.
You don't know me. I'm not the same person anymore. That's okay. I'll get to know you again.
Please tell me that I'm allowed to love you again.
Fuck, came back wrong. What matters is that you came back.
Admittedly, I know little of the subject, but one would think, at 45 years of age, he would be riding Goose by now.
No, hold on. He's got a point.
Hey, it's Adam Sandler. I created this private account because I needed an honest way to reach you. My management restricts personal messages on my main profile, but connecting with you means too much to stay quiet. Feel free to text me back.
An actual message I got on Tumblr. I guess Happy Gilmore 2 didn't do so well.
Okay, guys, I lied. I do like my post getting a lot of notes. I like giggling and seeing the number with a K next to it rise higher and higher. What I am scared of is scrolling through YouTube and finding an AI-generated voiceover of my post with Minecraft parkour video in the background.
Shh. It's okay, Fiery Sky. I hate AI. And I also don't play Minecraft, because who the fuck still plays Minecraft?
Ma'am. Is that your coffee? Is that your coffee? Wait, what is this?
What is this behavior? What is this? Why are you the way you are?
Man, the Germans really cooked making hobbyless behavior an insult. It is both devastating, applicable to a wide range of people and behaviors, and doesn't resort to swearing. Man ranting on the internet about Super Bowl halftime show or complaining that something's woke? Hobbyless behavior. Girl mocking another girl for not looking right? Hobbyless behavior. Mindless vandalism? Hobbyless behavior. It is more powerful than get a life or the English you're sad, because it gets to the central point of the matter, and that is wonderful. Danke Deutsch. Danke.
Przewalski's horses are so crazy because, like, holy shit, those are the guys from the cave paintings. They're still there. Just hanging out.
So nice to see that horse classic is still thriving. I agree with British people when they say, "Fucking hell."
Me going into the wrong ship wiki.
What the? This is just a bunch of information about boats.
Where's the toxic old man, Yowie?
And now my spoiler-free review of Masters of the Universe. Evil Lynn is a down bad freak, and you can easily tell. That is all. Wonder if that means the movie was good or bad, if that was the takeaway.
It's actually super unethical to keep a peeve as a pet.
Yes, thank you. I hate when people do this. It's one of my, Oh no. I have a hard time watching media because of my maladaptive daydreaming. Today I went to the cinema to watch the amazing Digital Cronkus, and once I got home I was walking in circles now with the leftover popcorn, like some Toon character who pulls it out of his hammer space.
The paladins threw rotten eggs at my house.
And thou haveth not the monster to cry about it, dry fuck!
This shit is the only remaining good part of Twitter.
Dude, stop leaving your larva everywhere.
Singular larva?
It's really big, man. I thought it was a beanbag chair.
Jesus.
The most sexual emotion a man can feel is fear.
Now why would Tumblr user Twink Torturer say something like this?
Cave Johnson here. I am proud to announce that our plan to hire only female test subjects to prevent them from flirting with our female scientists has been a resounding failure.
I mean, who didn't see that coming?
I'm glad I don't light up a room. Those seem to be the only people who get murdered.
I know this is horrible, but this comment was left on a true crime YouTube video and I can't stop laughing.
Winding up my clockwork pig. Call that cranking my hog. People don't talk to me anymore.
Just ate chicken that was undercooked. Chat, how cooked am I? Under.
Rival is just code for love interest. People with Naruto URLs flock to this post like moths to a flame.
This must be an old post because now it would be people with the Deku or Bakugo URL flocking to it.
Yeah, I can't do dating apps. Could someone just fall in love with me so I don't have to do that shit? I'm fully convinced that online dating apps are just in fact a circle of hell that seeped into our world through the cracks in the veil. So are online job applications.
Sometimes older people get annoyed when I say,
No problem, instead of, you're welcome.
but the truth is, it's literally not a problem. And sometimes you're not welcome.
Welcome to my epic fantasy world. We have many developed fantasy kingdoms with 2,000 years of rich lore and history. And to the south, you can see the evil sand people. And to the east, there's Japan, China.
Many such cases. Freud proposed that the idea that the psyche was divided into 3 unique components. The ed, and the eddy.
And finally, the pros of rereading your own fic. A good time has exactly the tropes you like and the characterization you want to read. Gratification. Yes, you did finish a thing. And yes, you did do good. Just a very fun time all around. And the cons of rereading your own fic. Is that another typo?
Oh no, guys. I went to check on her and she melted. Oh no. Oh, she's okay. Oh, she's okay. Thought you melted. I thought you melted. I'm sorry. Did I? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Now I feel bad. I woke you up. I'm sorry.
Why have a healthy, sleepy schedule when you can just pay off all your sleep debt in 2 days straight of sleep when you're already coincidentally sick? Surely this will have no lasting consequences and repercussions. My heart likes to skip every 3 seconds. My body's a machine. My body's a printer. And by that I mean it never fucking works, right? It makes funny noises.
Turns on my computer. Disables a new AI feature that's been turned on by default. Opens my email. Disables a new AI feature that was turned on by default. Launches the software. Disables a new AI feature. YouTube, why do you have a DM feature now? What? I hit it accidentally and took 1d6 psychic damage.
Ugh, problematic Sudoku solving skills gap.
My girlfriend is so much better at crosswords than me that I worry she loves me like a dog.
God damn, dude. A person from 150 years ago would be terrified by modern stuff. However, a duck from 150 years ago would just be all like, still got legs? Yes? Okay, cool. How fleeting are all human passions compared with the massive continuity of ducks. Dorothy L. Sayers, Gaudy Night, 1935. We're blogging this again because they thought they changed the quote, so I decided to look up the actual quote, and it's not fake. That is very much the actual quote. Oh my god.
Overheard in a manga store yesterday.
We need more Yuri in here. I've had at least 5 girls coming up to me last time asking for Yuri. Everyone wants Yuri now. The world is healing.
Never been in the same room together. Coincidence?
Hey, does croutons not count to 4?
His mind is unburdened by the concept of basically everything.
Hey guys, what should my 10,000th post be?
I'm so fucking stupid.
Still rocking an NFT icon in this day and age is like seeing a Confederate flag on the back of someone's truck. You lost 100 years ago, fucker. It's over. Put it away.
This year's prom theme is Great Lakes invasive species and what boaters can do to stop them. And the subject of tonight's ecology panel is Enchantment Under the Sea. Well, there's a sitcom situation. So I just made a joke that more women should poison their husbands to my cool boss, and then immediately found out he got divorced because he was poisoned by his ex-wife. I am apologizing profusely, and he's like, oh, it was fine, it was funny. Then he offhandedly mentioned that his next girlfriend tried to poison him also. Yeah, this is going to break containment, babe.
Behold, Poison Wives Georg. He is real.
Okay, but isn't it kind of curious, though, is why both the ex-wife and the ex-girlfriend tried to specifically poison him? I wonder if the sky knows how much it makes me smile. I wonder if the snow knows I will miss it. I wonder if the rain knows it calms me down and lets me live. I wonder if that book knows it changed my life. I wonder if the music knows how loudly I sing to it. I wonder if the trees know how many times I've tried to draw them. I wonder if the lamp knows how glad I am for its companionship late at night. I wonder if you know how many people love you. Waking up from a weird-ass dream like, what the honk did I just shoot? This is so bad, it deserves to go in a PM Seymour video. And you fool, I'm sending you to the Discord server! Oh god! It's like an Ouroboros situation! No! 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 Buy the book while you can before I fade away! Also, look at the cat!
Oh my god, look at you. Look at you. Oh my god, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't come up here. Don't come up here. Oh, the little murder face. Do you even know how fucking adorable you are? I don't know if you do.
Just saw a only one bed fic with the major character death warning. I guess that's one way to solve the problem.
This bed ain't big enough for the both of us.
The
writer has barely disguised longing for a soft life shared with someone who loves them. I mean, who would do something like that?
My friend really changed once she became a vegetarian. It's like I've never
seen her before.
God damn it, Voldemort. God damn it. Rat slap.
Rat slap.
Awesome, you could just have OCs and they live in your brain forever and torment you.
And you torment them in return.
And you torment them in return.
Saying I want him about the character, but not like in a romantic or sexual way. Just I require him. I need to obtain him. I want this man in my inventory. They introduced a roaming minotaur to my local public library, which really adds a lot of fear to the whole place.
Gen Z is trying to cancel the mysterious and horrible obelisk I'm building at the edge of town.
Dog, I gotta move like yesterday.
I haven't seen Iron Lung or Project Hail Mary yet. I want to, though. Oh, hey, what's... They're shipping Markiplier and Ryan Gosling?
Oh boy, here we go again.
God, I hope I at least make it to the final battle.
Check script. Scripted death outside BBEG Castle.
Don't worry. You'll make it. Oh, good. I'm gonna bring my favorite sword that has really good stats. Can't wait to be the one that uses it.
Oh no, everyone really likes this guy too, don't they?
Robot friend does not agree. Failure is inability to fulfill directive. Human has no program directive. Human evolutionary directive is to live. You are alive. Everything else is bonus.
I've been saving this message in my inbox for a long time because it always makes me feel better. I needed it today. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Every now and then on this website, I'm forced to pass a specific franchise critical blog, and it briefly forces me to glance into a barren, nightmare world that analyzes shows for teenagers with the rigor of a classical studies emeritus and the aesthetic taste, media literacy, critical thinking skills, and emotional depth of a 5-year-old who has just been informed that there will be no brownie coming after their chicken nuggies. If I say the Amazing Digital Circus Twitter fandom, they will put me in the stocks.
Wait! Watching the Backrooms movie. Hoo-wee! I hope they don't get lost. You'll never fucking guess what happened.
You got lost, didn't they?
Yeah, they got lost.
I went to Good Enough Island and...
Where the fuck are you, dude? I've been waiting here for 9 hours.
How I'd survive horror movies. Iron Lung. I'm vaccinated against polio, so I don't need one. My pronouns are she/they. Sinners. I'm an atheist. The Backrooms. My house doesn't have that many rooms. Resident Evil. I'd evict them. Midsummer. I'm Swedish. Get Out. Okay, I'll leave. X. I'm still calling it Twitter. An American Psycho. I live in Sweden.
I mean, that last one's a pretty good point. I don't think Bateman would ever have the balls to go to Sweden.
I don't care if Monday suck. Tuesday, Wednesday, yucks. Thursday, I don't give a fuck. It's Friday. Happy duck.
I'm submitting this to PM Seymour.
And you did. Good job. The moon is made of cheese. The government is lying when they say it's dust. That's just excess cultures from the rind making it a little powdery. It's all cheese.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sending the GCA, government cheese agents, out to get you now. I am the warden of the cheese caves, and I cannot have you spreading their secrets.
I told the wrong person. This is it. It's over for me. I'm dead. I had no idea that the enemy was so close by all along. If you find this journal entry, be careful who you trust, and spread the word in secret. The people must know the truth.
Truth is, the moon was cheese from the start.
Okay, this last one coming up, I'm just going to say it right now. If you want to support me by other means, like Patreon, book, Ko-fi, buy art, merch, whatever, please do.
Please do. I think we should start shoving random, extremely NSFW text in the middle of posts to ensure that lazy YouTube Shorts post readers can't properly steal them.
Oh, God. Shit. I want to unethically leverage a power dynamic the fuck I made unprotected. Phew! Nailed it. Anyway, time for Kit.
Oh, is this your couch? Is this your couch now? You on this couch? You on this couch? Little baby. You're a little baby. Little scary baby. Little scary baby.
Well, you have decided you wanted to start making some noises behind the microphone. To that I say, welcome. Jumping into any new hobby can be a little terrifying if you don't know exactly what you're on the hunt for. Especially sometimes when the diehard hobbyist will hit you with everything and anything, and that could make it even more scary. In my younger days, I definitely fully believed it, and I embraced that mentality that you had to have the best of the best in order to start any hobby. Now that I have started to reach towards the later end of my late 30s, I can fully admit that I was wrong. And honestly, I feel the best approach to starting any hobby is to just find something that makes it fun first. And then you can start looking at the professional grade stuff later. Like if you're getting into cooking, you can just pick out some simple recipes that are only like 5 ingredients, and then you could start working around that. You can pick up pretty cheap kits and just start noodling around with them. Digital art, just find a software that you think would be pretty easy for you to figure out and just start drawing whatever little goofy idea you got going on in your brain. Music software, find something that's pretty easy to pick up, see if you can play around with some loops, and just start building off of that. Have fun with the thing that you want to get into. Like, seriously. And the microphones I bring to you today are definitely perfect for this philosophy. Just right out of the box, take them out, plug them into the computer, get to yapping. Now, smarter and more sound of mind people have fully disclosed that the microphones I bring to you today might as well just be toys. And they are, trust me, they are. But remember, we want to have fun with the things in order to get us into the hobby more. So what better microphones to use then, am I right? So as it's gonna work is I'm gonna show off microphones one at a time. I'm gonna give you a little history on them, and they're gonna go up against my golden boy that's sitting in the booth right now and what you're listening to at this moment as I yap directly into your face, the Neumann U87 AI. Now, microphone people are probably already going, dude, this is just hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. And you're absolutely right. But I also just want to see how much of a real difference is there between this microphone and those microphones if you're just doing this for the sake of yapping. There could be a whole other video for talking about why Neumann and particular XLR microphones are industry standard and why you should be using those if you're getting into this professionally. But for now, we're looking at this from a hobby level, like ship posting comics level, covering your favorite songs level, doing an impression reel of Sonic characters level, impersonating Johnny because you just want to be like him level. Also, the microphones we're looking at today for this review are on the cheap side these days. You can usually get them secondhand, just go through trusted vendors you'd find on like eBay, Amazon, dealer's choice. As long as you trust the source you're getting it from and it's at a good price, snag it. So the first microphone we're looking at is actually what inspired this video idea in the first place, and that is the Rock Band stage microphone. Like the microphone that came with the game when you got it. People use this, and they swore by it. And I have a couple of theories as to why. Since this was designed for like video game purposes where you are trying to actually sing the song correctly in the game, it is supposed to handle just about anyone who wants to stand up to the microphone and do such a thing. So I think it's actually a pretty sturdy boy. And when I was teasing about this video, there were a lot of people that came out and said, oh, they absolutely use this when they just started, canoodling around with stuff online. Some still use it. But chances are in 2008, if you were watching people covering Fallen Angel, some of the Higurashi songs, or even a whole U-type group band that was covering some songs, you heard this guy in action. So here's how the comparison shootout is going to work. I'm going to have this microphone be up against the Neumann microphone, and they're going to be recording my voice reading this passage at the exact same time. My Neumann just going through my traditional DAW software, and the contender going through my iPad on Twisted Wave, just as clean as you could possibly get both recordings. Let's do it! In my class, you will learn to think for yourselves again. You'll learn to savor words and language. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. And I can see that look in Mr. Pitt's eyes, that 19th century literature has nothing to do with business school, medical school, right? Maybe. Mr. Hopkins, you may agree with him, thinking, yes, we should simply study our Mr. Pritchard and learn our rhyme and meter and quietly go about the business of achieving other ambitions. I have a secret for you. Huddle up. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute.
We read and write poetry because we're members of the human race.
Okay, I think I kind of understand what the rock band Mike people are all about with this one.
This is better than I expected it to be. Don't get me wrong, it's very quiet. Like, I will probably have to crank it up just a little bit in post just so it kind of matches the same volume as the Neumann. But damn. Couple of things that I've got some minor gripes with, but it's not the end of the world. First, there's no live direct monitoring, and back in the day, that would have been a deal breaker for me because there really wasn't that many software options nowadays that you can get where you can do live monitoring with a mic like this. So that would have been kind of a little bit of a bummer. It also, if you hold this in your hand like you're doing video essays or you're doing live staging, the cable makes a little noise in your recordings. You didn't hear it on those because I cleverly trimmed those parts out. But yeah, I feel like if you got a quiet area that you can do this in and it sounds good, this microphone's not that bad. There's a slight tinniness to it, but I like to call that the Logitech flavor because I kind of seen that with a lot of their headsets in the past. Some of the microphones that they do themselves, their webcam microphones, it's a specific flavor that Logitech seems to really like. I think it's the noise canceling part that's doing it.
Hi, I should have mentioned this while I was doing the recordings in the first place. I'm doing these in a 4x4x7 sound booth. That's probably not as accessible to everybody, especially if you're doing this as a hobby.
So here's some quick fire solutions for you. Number 1, a closet full of clothes. Give yourself some space, do the recordings in there. Number 2, if you already have a little gaming setup, just get yourself some of these little sound padding things right here. They do a pretty good job. Number 3, closet full of these paddings. That also works pretty good. Number 4, blanket over the head. This one gets very hot and very annoying, but it works. Number 5, closet full of egg cartons? Question mark? Yeah, this actually kind of surprisingly works. I've seen a couple of old setups like this, and yeah, they diffuse the acoustics pretty well. I don't know how I feel about this. Number 6, if you really want to get creative and want to build something for yourself, PVC piping frame, moving blankets attached to the frame, bada bing, bada boom, you got a collapsible booth right there, look at you go. One of these methods will work for you, whatever is the most cost effective. Especially, if you're the guy who, has been coincidentally eating a lot of eggs. And now you just have a bunch of egg cartons lying around and you're wondering, boy, I wish there was something I could do with these. Maybe I should just stop eating eggs. But why would I stop doing something I love?
All right, now, the next guy, he's definitely the most controversial out of the ones we're looking at today. Because if there's any of them that look like a toy, it's this freaking one. Ladies and gents and everyone in between, I give to you the blue snowball. Literally blue edition. This guy snuck in to every voice acting forum I was on in 2008 and 2009. I don't know who started it, but this guy was a plant. This guy was a plant and just snuck in, and suddenly everyone was using him. And 2 of my leading factors as to why is 1, look at him. He's fucking goofy looking and I love him. And 2, he's got a neat little trick on the back. And more importantly, we joke about it that this is the one that looks most like a toy. This is the one that definitely treats itself like a toy. Because look at these freaking switches. It just says 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you go scree. So what these are the different pattern settings that the blue snowball can do. The first one is just your standard. It's called cardioid. It's the most optimal for voiceovers, podcasting, the works. Position 2 is cardioid with a negative 10 dB padding on it. This means it drops the sensitivity level on the blue snowballs, so if you're doing anything with it like drums or guitar, or if you're a very, very loud singer or voiceover talent, like if you're doing monster effects or horror noises, that's pretty handy. And then the final one is omnidirectional, so if you're doing like group things and this is the only microphone you got, this will pick up signal from wherever you're facing it. It's also the one that makes it sound the most cruddy when you're doing omnidirectional because it's really picking up everywhere, where cardioid is more directly in front of the grill on this boy.
So, this little goofy bastard from 2008.
Let's see how he does.
Yeah, you're gonna want this on the -10 pattern, because if you heard this all the time with all the fuzzing and whatnot, you start to lose your goddamn mind. So let's just do the monologue. Okay, here we go.
I am hurt. A plague on both your houses.
I am sped. Is he gone, and hath nothing?
No, 'tis not so deep as well, nor as wide as a church door. But 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you will find me a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague on both your houses! Sounds a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death! A braggart, a rogue, a villain, that fights by the book of arithmetic! Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
So yeah, as you can see with the orb,
You really can't use it at its normal state. It's very crunchy. Once you flip that thing on, it sounds pretty cremulent. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds clearer than I remember it being, and then we started hitting the more rough patches of the Mercutio monologue, and that's when the -10 dB really got put through its paces. With the padding put down, I noticed a lot of bass seems to disappear in, like, my voice. So if you definitely are, like, in the more baritone or bass area, this might not work so hot with your voice. But if you're on the higher regiment, I think this might be pretty decent for you to get started with. But hey, if, like, the crunchiness is your thing, like, if you're, like, a rage gamer and you like having that crunchy audio just for the sake of, like, sounding even more angry, Godspeed to you. This could be the boy. This is also the first time I get to introduce you to, like, one of the freak cables I had to hunt down for this, because my iPad is USB-C, and when these first came out, these were still rocking USB A to B. So I had to find USB A to C. Look at this monstrosity. This should not exist or work, and yet it do. Our next contender is one of my personal favorites, and is my old reliable for traveling purposes, the Samsung CO1U Pro. This, back in 2008, this was a titan in its time. This was the cool kids microphone, because this one looks like the most legitimate out of, like, the microphones we were looking at today. He also had an XLR brother, and he was also really good for starting out. Especially if you're going into the XLR direction of microphones, that's also a really good starter one. But just get a look at this guy. He's so slick looking. And he travels very well compared to the other two behemoths we're going to be looking at later. The little rock band microphone definitely could travel, for sure. But also I feel like I would lose it just on how small it is. But this guy's pleasant on the eyes. All right, let's do it.
Grant them removed, and grant that this your noise hath chid down all of the majesty of England. Imagine that you see the wretched strangers, their babies at their backs and their poor luggage, plodding to the ports and coasts for transportation, and that you sit as kings in your desires, authority quite silent by your brow, and you in wrath of your opinions clothed? What had you got? I tell you, you were taught how insolence and strong hands should prevail, how order should be quelled, and by this pattern, not one of you should have lived an aged man. For other ruffians, as their fancies wrought with the same hand, self-reasons and self-right, would shark on you. And men, like ravenous fishes, would feed on one another.
Oh, that's my boy right there. Yeah, like, I love my Samsung. I really do. He's got his own gripes, though. Unlike the last two, this one does have live monitoring, so you can hear yourself talk while you're using it. Controlling gain is a little bit trickier, and you might have heard in those playbacks that I got a little crunchy on certain parts. You should have seen him when I left it at the default gain, which was all the way up. Oh boy, did that sound deep fried. But Samsung has this sweet spot to it that it usually hovers around like 70 to 80% gain that just really makes it sing, and I love it. A lot of cadence gets picked up on the lower end of the monologues, which is really nice to have. And honestly, I think it's kind of why it became my travel mic. Like, obviously, I don't send yelling samples with it, but if there is a specific sample that they're looking for and I'm on the road or I'm in my car, you can pull over to the side of the road or in a parking lot or just when I'm usually in there crying. It's pretty good to have. So now what if I told you that at the same time this came out, for 20 to 30 bucks more at the time, this guy has a brother who's taller, sleeker looking, could actually book you some independent gigs of voiceover talent, and also was approved by THX in its sound chip. And that's right, I'm talking about the Blue Yeti! It's not really blue, it's silver. They also made a black version of it that's pretty cool. That was the Pro one that had an XLR attachment to it, and that one's really neato. But this one's special. So, when this came out, that THX approval thing was actually slapped onto the chassis of these microphones, and it actually made sense as to why. So USB microphones, at that time, had a particular static to them that you could hear, and it just has to do with sound cards and stuff like that, and quality. You might have heard it in the recordings with the Blue Snowball and my Samsung and the Rock Band microphone. It's just there. Sometimes you just gotta do some cleanup or whatever. But this guy's DAC, digital to audio converter, was so good at the time that it met THX's standards of high fidelity audio. And this one takes itself a little bit more seriously as a microphone. He's got 4 modes, and you can look at them on the back, and he doesn't treat them like numbers. Look at those little symbols, what does those mean? So the first one, that's cardioid. Second one, that's stereo, so if you're doing duet stuff, or if you're doing things like immersive audio where you want the left and right channels to do different things, that's what that's for. You got omnidirectional again, and then you got bidirectional, which I find is the more unique one because it records from the front and the back. So if you're doing like interviews, this one's really good to have. But as you probably have guessed, it's on this list for a reason, so there's a catch. This thing's incredibly sensitive. I swear to God, when I had this thing during college, pull up the cringy photo of me. I had to live this photo, now so do you. This thing is uber sensitive. I swear, this thing could hear my thoughts sometimes, how sensitive it was. If I was recording anything hungry, your stomach noises would get picked up by this thing. I now understand why every ASMR channel uses this thing. You're getting the tinglies that you like, and you definitely don't like. Anyway, let's see how it does against Up Golden Boy here. Here we go.
The Eiffel Tower gets slightly bigger every year. That's because it's alive and slowly absorbing the girders and I-beams from the other buildings in the city. The French government didn't want to alarm its citizens, so they made up a story about it being built by an architect. But that's not what happened at all. In fact, despite its name, the Eiffel Tower isn't really a tower at all. It's a parasite.
You see why 2009 voice acting scene was kind of all about this mic? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, the cadence is there. Like, the natural tones are kind of exactly what I'm looking for. It's good. That being said, there had to be some finagling to get it done right. Because before that shitpost of a monologue, I actually tried to do one from Clannad After Story as Tomoya, and it was... it picked up some things they didn't want it to pick up. Like, it is summer while I'm recording this. Well, it's the beginning of summer. So I had one of my fans in the window 12 feet away. 12 feet away from my booth. My booth is closed. Yet he picked that up.
I was living only for the sake of living. I'd get up, go to work, eat, and sleep. I simply repeated what my body did out of habit. That's how I lived every day.
This is why ASMR people love this microphone. You wrinkle paper or anything in front of it, it'll pick up every little piece of wrinkle that you make in it. But yeah, like if you had like a pretty solid sound booth, you want to pop that in, feel free. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have the money to do like a fully enclosed sound booth, you might as well just start looking at XLR mics, I'm not gonna lie. Now, there are a bunch of other USB microphones that I would have loved to have grabbed, but they were just either unavailable or went kind of beyond the price point I was looking for this idea of just cheap, fun microphones that can get you started on this. But let me give 2 honorable mentions to the Apogee MIC 96K. That's going relatively cheap these days. When it first came out, it was ungodly expensive. But it was a really good portable microphone that worked really well with iOS software. So if you were doing anything with like iPads, like if you were a traveling musician, that was really great. And the USB edition of the Audio-Technica AT 2020. That is also a pretty much golden child from 2008 to 2009. But it is one of those things, it's still so good, prices still run relatively high on that boy. Like I think the one that I was looking at, like even at the lowest level, was still more expensive than the than the Rock Band mic, the Snowball, and the Yeti combined from where I got those from. So now you're probably looking at the runtime and you're thinking, this guy's got one more mic, doesn't he? Well, yes and no. I tracked down the very first device I ever, quote-unquote, proudly used to start auditioning for things. And boy, what the hell was I thinking? Ladies, gents, and everyone in between, I give to you... I can't even say it seriously. The Logitech USB A00052 headset with noise canceling. I will fully admit I'm ashamed and cringed at the idea of me ever using this and auditioning for things and thinking, this will help me book the things. But boy, did I use it. Now, full disclosure, there are some headsets out nowadays that do relatively really well. Like Audio-Technica has got one called the BPH S1 that is a really fun XLR headset mic to use. I loved using that for like monster and creature voices because I do a lot of head movement when I do stuff like that. So have that directly attached to my face was great. But this is not something you should be using for professional stuff. I don't even know if it would work great for shit posting, but we're gonna listen to it anyway. Play it!
Oh man, I have not felt this sensation in a while. Oh boy. We are no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. And you wouldn't get this from any other guy.
I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. And I've got to make you understand.
I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down.
I'm never going to run around or desert you.
I'm never gonna make you cry. I'm never going to say goodbye.
And I'm never going to tell a lie and hurt you.
Scott, it's like going down memory lane of like those old YouTube videos where everyone was just using a headset to do commentary. Oh, God. But yeah, there's that good old tinniness I was talking about before with Logitech stuff. Oh, my God. I mean, I'll at least give the headset some credit. You could hear my voice in it. That's something. A lot of the higher and mid parts of my vocals kind of peeked through, and I guess that's fine. I don't know, man. I went full in expecting that it would be the crunchiest thing in existence, but it's not bad. I've heard worse. I've heard better. Like, if you kind of just want it for conference calls, it's fine, but like if you're getting to like, you know, like hobby voice acting, or it's just, I don't know, pick better. Don't be the guy that goes up to like the open audition things at Anime Expo against Bang Zoom like, well, hey guys, how you doing? My current setup is a Logitech headset with the noise canceling, so you get that crystal clear quality out of me. Here is my resume of the 99 fan dubs that I have been in. I'm very good at Sasuke Uchiha. You just put me in case you never get Yuri Lowenthal. I can do it for you guys, believe me. So now, my final thoughts on what microphones I think out of these, well, I guess 5, but really it's 4 of these ones that I would say would work best for your kind of ideal situation of like breaking into this and what you wanted to do. If you're getting into like video essays or narrations or anything like that, I would still go with the Samsung CO1U. Like, that's why I still use it. Like, for traveling, it's really great for me to like record samples immediately if someone needs them, just to like get an idea on a voice and I'm not at my booth to do it. He sounds great. Throw a blanket over yourself in the hotel room, it'll do wonders. If you're getting into the more immersive audio or the ASMR route, like if you wanted to do some fun ones, or if that's the thing that you want to do to get started, Blue Yeti, absolutely. The fact that you have so many dial options on that boy that you could get super immersive with your audio. And for voiceover work, he's still pretty good. Like, you can get lucky and book like independent projects, or like if your friend is doing something and they want just microphones and sound decent, he'll get the job done. Like, my first 2 breaking gigs were for Mondo Media and Freedom Planet, and I was using this guy. And there are some content creators and streamers that, you know, swear by this, and good on them. Like, if this guy sounds good and you're doing this for entertainment purposes, stick with him. He's great. Now, if there is a aesthetic that you're looking for, and like if you're not too keen on like super maximum audio quality sound, like if you just want a fun microphone to have for your setup, like if you've got like a sci-fi steampunky sort of vibe, I think Blue Snowballs really fit that aesthetic. I will personally say though, if you're gonna go that route, look for the older models. Logitech picked up the production on both the Yeti and the Snowball, and I've been informed that like some of the newer models of the Snowballs have not been that great. Things probably just got lost in the sauce when they're producing that money, because that's the problem when a microphone gets super duper popular and everyone's suddenly using it, and now everyone wants one at the time. You make too many, you cut corners to save money, and you get what the internet loves to call the inshitification. But yeah, go to secondhand vendors. There's a lot of trusted vendors on eBay that handle a lot of the Blue Snowballs from back in the day. There's some funky colors you can get with them, like blue. Like, these normally came in black and white. I saw the blue one. I had to have it. Just look at it. I'm keeping this. This is going on like my little cabinet wall somewhere. He's so cute. Look at him. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a completely different change of pace of what I normally do on this channel, but, you know, I've been at this for, you know, going on plus 15 years, and kind of just wanted to see how things have changed, not only for myself, or like if these microphones can still hold up. I mean, I had faith, because look at my freaking Neumann. This one in particular, this is the 1990 model. This guy and I are the exact same age, and he's still doing his job. Love you, man. Keep up the good work. Please don't die on me. If you had any of these microphones, talk to me about your experiences with them. Or if you had one in the past that definitely ran circles for you that I didn't talk about, please let me know in the comments. I kind of love tracking down these goofy little guys and seeing how well they do compared to the industry standard. Getting the hobby should be fun. And if there's like anything that I do that you kind of want like a fun crash course in and just get started, let me know. Because I know I do a lot of stuff. I don't sleep, guys. I've tried closing my eyes and pretending, and just nothing happens. I just have to keep making shit. Now, let me go get the cat. We can't end on a downer. We gotta go. Let's get the cat.
Jojo, thank you so much for your help with this video. You're a very good assistant. If I had the power and the ability, I'd give you lots and lots of treats. I mean, I do, but I'm pretty sure that's bad for you. Wait, what are you looking at? Oh, you know the camera. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Well, oh, God. We can't make out your face. You're the all-consuming void in the shot. What are you doing? There we go. There's your face. Look at that high-quality face right there. Oh. You're a good baby. You're a very good baby. Love you.